Gamil, following on from our last conversation, I think today it would be great if you could tell us a little bit more about the Global Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Benchmark.
Of course, just again, privileged to have sat on the board of the Centre for Global Inclusion, which ran the Global Diversity, Equity and Inclusion benchmark. The benchmark itself is a phenomenal tool,
Mm-hmm.
and one it's a tool that won't benchmark you against anybody else. What it does is it creates a starting point for any organisation in terms of where they are in terms of good diversity, equity and inclusion practice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's measured against the maturity matrix.
So it's they're creating their own baseline.
Absolutely. So that's a starting point. This is where you are. Where do you want to be? Hopefully there. And we'll support them to move from where they are to where they want to be. So the tool itself, is a free tool, and it was created to create a better, equitable world for everybody. So the tool itself is free. It was created by 112 expert panelists from all over the world, and these expert panelists were diversity and inclusion researchers, practitioners, university professors, and then they covered a range of industries, etc.
And backgrounds, of course.
And backgrounds. And again, very privileged to have been one of those expert panelists. It also helps advance, the creation of an inclusive culture within an organisation, and improves, and this is the most important thing, is it improves organisational efficiency, which leads to better productivity and better profitability. We've worked with numerous organisations over the last 5 years, covering industries from advertising agencies to law organisations, climate change, travel, government organisations, the rail industry, charities, technology organisations, healthcare. You can apply the tool to any organisation.
And I guess that's what gives it in very much this global appeal, because it can be applied to both global organizations and national or local organizations. But the framework is the same, so there's consistency.
Absolutely. There are, 15 different classifications of an organisation that you have to go through, which, give you that holistic, insight into what's happening in your organisation, which helps leaders better understand their department and equity within their departments.
I think it sounds great that it's being applied across so many different sectors, and I can't wait to hear more about some of the other services when we get to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jiten.